My name is Mark Nesbitt. I actually own a company called Mark Nesbitt Consulting and Training. I grew up in the aggregate industry, in the construction business. Actually spent a lot of years managing quarries. So if you've ever watched the Flintstones, I'm the Mr. Slate that actually ran the quarries. In the latter part of my career, one of the things that I really noticed was the lack of good leadership. And it's industry-wide. And it's not just the aggregate industry or the construction industry. There's a lack of leadership everywhere. So I spent the last couple of years that I was in the industry actually trying to develop leaders of my team, and it was quite interesting because I stumbled across a gentleman who taught leadership, and his name was John Maxwell. And when I left the industry, I decided to become a certified trainer, coach, speaker for the John Maxwell team. I think one of the biggest reasons why companies and businesses should reach out to people such as myself or other people in the industry that can help them grow the skills, coaches, trainers, whatever, they haven't got time. They're so busy trying to turn a profit with everything, and there's so much details in jobs today that never was there before, that I think they need help. They need somebody to help them. You're not going to get better leadership skills by simply reading a book. You're not going to become a better leader by simply reading a book. You can't get wet by saying the word water. This takes work. It takes commitment, and that's why sometimes the personal coaching. You'll go in, and you hold somebody accountable once a week and say, hey, look, what have you did? What have you tried? What's worked here? What hasn't worked? This is where quite often how I can complement what somebody's trying to do within their company. I make it a point to help people with their lives. Because not only do they become better leaders, they become better moms, better dads, better grandparents, better sisters, better brothers. As I remember when I was a kid, I wouldn't listen to mom and dad, but I'd listen to my uncle. So we typically will listen to a third party. When I think a third party remains neutral, and a third party sometimes gets to see, hey, look, this is the real deal here. They're not necessarily, persuaded by somebody else's thinking. But the big thing is remain neutral, and we've got the time. If you want to learn more about what I can do or how I can help you, I would encourage you to go to my website, marknesbitt.ca. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'd love to connect with you. I'm only a phone call away, and I do go all over the province.